Hi, I'm Brad Knowles, producer of Friday Night Flies, hosted by Scott LeBoldus and Scotty Holmes. Enjoy the show. We're there now, buddy.
Okay, well, Friday Night Flies, Scotty Holmes. It's the beginning of June. It's like a 2nd of June, I believe it is.
Hey, you're looking awfully short there. Either we need to adjust something here.
We're looking short.
We took one camera or one chair out because you're so damn tall and handsome.
Oh yeah. Well, I like to be a little. I like to have a little bit visual on my fly.
There you go. Hey, we got
At home. I tie at about this level. My bench, the way it sits, I'm usually looking at my flies at about like that.
Well, you know what? I should have told you that new mongoose, the Griffin mongoose, comes with an extension.
Oh.
So literally, you could stand in tie if you
wanted
to.
And you know what? Standing and tying is not a bad idea because after you've been tying flies, you tie a few flies, your back gets sore. You need to stand. So
what do you got for us today?
Well, tonight I got I've been fishing in the interior BC. I had 10 days off, so I went fishing in the interior and hit a couple lakes there. And then I came back here and I was fishing all the lakes around here. And I have to say I've had a pretty spectacular week. Caught a lot of fish.
It's pretty tough to beat this area for fly fishing, isn't it?
It really is. There's such an amazing amount of lakes within 2 hours of Pemberton, and there's some really good lakes within 15 minutes of my house. So I can get back from work, or you can just at any time get up in the morning and go fish for 2 hours and then go to work. It's
pretty easy.
Yeah,
we're spoiled.
Pretty easy. Yeah, we're spoiled. There's no question there. Very, very spoiled.
So what do you have tonight?
I have, like I said, I was fishing with my friend in the interior, and this was his choice of flies.
Okay,
so he just pulled it out of his box and goes, let's try this. So a really simple Spratley.
It's a variation of the Spratley.
A variation of Spratley,
it's an FNF.
An FNF variation. Yeah. An FNF variation.
You know what? I'm gonna go down there. Just give it a slow roll so we see what we're dealing with here. This one looks like you've been fishing with it already.
You know what? I've been fishing with it. Yes, it's pretty beat up. This has caught a couple really big fish, and it's still holding together. I think on this one here, I actually had a red hotspot.
And a black jacket in the background.
Oh, sorry.
So anyhow,
I usually, there you go. Okay.
It was like it was almost camouflage. It was disappearing.
The fly was disappearing into my jacket. Yeah, as I moved around in the camera. And so basically the addition on this Spratley is adding this flash. We tried them without the flash, and then we put the flash in, and the flash just started killing it. So I'm a firm believer in this fly. I mean, at this point right now, this particular pattern I fished, I don't know, probably about 20 hours, and it's probably 40 fish deep so far. So that's why we're sharing it. We're not sharing it because it's the most hard fly to tie or creative fly to tie, but anything that catches fish, that's the idea.
Scotty, what I should say is I've got a little bit of video from, I believe it was that fly.
Yes, yeah.
You were using there. If people stick around after we're done with the show tonight, I'm going to play, it's like a 2-minute little video of you fighting a fish and a bunch of other people and whatever.
Okay.
So you'll see the kind of fish we're catching around.
Okay. So let's just get down to business here. It's really simple. There is a difference in the hook. That one there is tied on a size 10, day.I. Same company. The difference is the gape in the hook.
Well, it's a different style hook, obviously.
Yeah. This one here.
That's a streamer hook, right?
Yeah, this is the one I prefer in terms of. But I couldn't find the package of them when I was tying them.
Oh, that's a nice hook.
Yeah, I really like it. Just gives the fish so much more to bite, Yeah, it does. Okay, so get rid of those. And would have been a good thing to have my threads started. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tie on our tail, and then we're gonna put on our peacock curl.
Leave that one back light on Sheridan, please.
And then we're gonna tie on our wire. I also said that you could use Mylar tinsel. This is more of a traditional Spratley type material. For this particular fly, it's gonna get shredded. The Mylar is going to get shredded, and then the ostrich curl is going to fall apart. So I'm sticking with the silver wire for that particular reason.
Meaning it will catch fish.
Meaning it will catch fish. Yes, it will. This is one of those patterns. It doesn't really look like anything, sort of, but a lot of things.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Spratley.
Like a Spratley, and
That's why they call it the locator fly, right? It
The
kinda
locator.
covers every base in the book.
so for the tail, we're gonna go for about nice little stack of fibers. Not too many. I'm not building up the body as much either. I'm not putting weight on this either. It's a completely unweighted fly. You could, if you wanted, right now. This is where if you wanted to have some weight on there, you could add some lead before you start your fly. I'm gonna thread back a little bit further, and I want my tail to be about 2/3 of the body, maybe a little bit less.
Scotty Boulder's got a great pattern for us tonight too.
Really?
It's a variation of that mayfly nymph that I tied.
Oh yeah.
He's put his twist on it, give it a little bit of a pumpkin head, and yeah, it's a great pattern. You're gonna like it. Another simple pattern as well.
You know, and that's the thing. These flies get eaten. We're gonna just wrap this up. It's gonna build up our body a little bit. And then we're gonna tie on our wire. I can't find my anvil wire scissors, but those will do.
Just don't be using my Dr. Slicks, bud. 'Cause I'll break you like a twig.
And we're gonna wrap our wire, keeping it on top. And I mean, this most of the time, part of the reason I really like this fly is you can cast it and retrieve it. I was saying to Brad, I caught a fish. I went to Blackwater Lake, and I was on my way in, and just as I get to the dock, there's right around the dock, there's a whole bunch of weeds and stuff and lily pads, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna give a little toss into the weeds, and you know, it was just like 2 seconds, and bang, caught a fish again. Bang, yeah, bang. So you know, I've been catching fish, trolling with it, been catching fish, casting it, and if I was to take, you know, if I was to be tying some river Spratleys, then I would definitely be adding some weight. Probably tie on the lead and keep away from the bead. I really like the effect of no bead. I'm gonna put on probably 4 pieces of ostrich hurl. I'm backwards. Just want to line the tips up. Simple tasks that take too much time, eh? Okay, and then just before I tie those on, I'm gonna go back and just build up a little bit of body shape. As I say, it's not a it's a little bit more of a streamlined Spratley, we'll call it. Okay, there we go, ready to go. We're gonna tie these in on the tip. And if you don't have peacock herl, which, I mean, it's a pretty common thing. I mean, any form of black dubbing, a little bit more furry, the better. Bring our, we want to stop the thread, or the body. There you go, and we're gonna wrap that up. You know, another material, peacock herl, is just something that catches fish. There's a million new products, synthetic products on the market these days, but ostrich hurl is one of those magical natural products, I think.
I love peacock curl.
Do you see that?
Ooh, saber.
Yeah, we got it.
So is cat-like reflexes.
I was just lucky, Ethan. I didn't. Wasn't all of them.
Yeah. How the heck did that happen?
I really don't know.
Weird.
I'll have to watch and see if you can see how. Okay, then we're gonna wrap our wire up. One complete wrap at the back.
Yeah, this just armors peacock curl. Peacock curl's pretty brittle, especially if you're getting into toothy fish, man.
That's exactly what'll happen. What just happened there was I nicked one of the threads or one of the strands close to the head,
and it just pulls.
And it just pulls off. So yeah, you're just if you don't wrap it down, you're just gonna lose it. Okay, so there we go. Now we need our pheasant tail again. There it is. And a traditional Spratley more often has the wing on top and then a little beard in the front. I, however, am not doing that. What I am doing is going to use the pheasant tail and just put a couple strands all the way around the whole head. Okay, ready to go. And all that little dubbing ball is going to do is just give a little bit of splaying of the, so it doesn't just ride straight on the hook there. And I want these.
You know what, Scotty?
What?
After I saw that fly, and I'm seeing how you're using pheasant tail, you should try it with a dub and loop.
Oh yeah?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you could.
I think it would look pretty cool with a dub and loop on there. You know what I mean?
I'll give it a test, Brad.
Yeah.
I could stop and.
Well, no, do the pattern the way you're doing it, but I think a variation might be in call here, because I know Mr. Zach Copeland would put his twist on that one and make what do they call those loops where they you put all the other materials in there with it? I can't remember. A composite loop.
Yeah, a composite.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think a composite loop with your spiky squirrel in it, spinning it on the head there would look pretty crazy. Instead of burying your spiky squirrel.
Yeah, I agree. So we're trying to keep these all around the same length. Spreading them out around the there. And as I said, they should be, you don't want them as long as your tail. You want there to be a little bit of difference between the two. At this point, what now you want to do is you just want to get these all out in front.
And I'm sure if Mr. Zach Copeland is watching the show tonight, his wheels are spinning right now. His wheels are spinning, I assure you.
Well, Zach, it was catching fish.
Well, hey, there was nothing wrong with the mayfly nip that I was using, but Scotty's, there's always room for improvement. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, and you know what? Sometimes when everybody's using one fly, being that one person that's doing something different can be the difference in catching fish or not catching fish.
Well, I started out with that mayfly nymph on a dry line, and Scott took it and put it on a wet line.
Yeah.
And it, yeah. I mean, I didn't even really give it a chance to go down deep. It was catching them as soon as I throw it in, and some days I was just casting it and just letting it sink, and they would hammer it. So yeah, it's funny how when you find a pattern that's working, and it's so foreign to everything else that's been in the lake, sometimes they just got to put their teeth on it, you know.
On Ivy, the day that I saw you, I caught I was getting a fish off of my my upper line, and my fast sinking line was just sitting there for like a good 5-8 minutes. And as I got everything and got myself organized, went to lift the line,
Boom! There was
boom,
a fish
had a fish on. Yeah, it was crazy. I had a good day that day. It wasn't what you'd call a typical day, but it was good.
Rule 9, man. Be a 9, yeah.
Okay, so and you want your flash moving. This is kind of sort of up to you as to where you want it. You want it long, you want it short. I want it just about a little bit shorter than the tail, somewhere in there. And I've been going with 4. The one that we were using that my friend had 6, but I'm happy with 4, and it's been working with 4. So right now I'm just going to throw on a whip finish. A whip finish, and then just for a little bit of something different, a little bit more of the not much though.
I'll tell you, it sure looks different when they're brand new. That other one looked like it'd been through a few good battles.
Well, I told you, as I left the lake the other day, I hooked something that was just hammering on this thing. But sometimes when you have 110 feet of line out,
yeah,
trying to keep it on the whole time while you're getting it in is tough. And it was in shallow water too. So, okay, well, there we go.
Give her a nice slow roll there, Scott.
Okay.
And hold on, maybe before we do that, maybe we'll give it a little music to go with that.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Give it a little slow roll. Slow roll, bro. Slow roll. Oh yeah. Looking good. Looking good.
That's with your funky face.
That's right. Looking good.
Funky face.
Wickle, 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 wickle.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. So, really simple fly. I don't always make it look as simple as it is, but simple fly. Simple fly. Simple fly, super fly.
Okay, on that note, let's go stop and we'll
Okay.
sign out. That's a beautiful fly.
Okay, well, simple patterns work. I think lots of times as fly tyers, we get overly complicated when we don't need to. And myself personally, I always strive to try to find the easiest way to tie the fly. You know,
100%, man. I'm with you.
100%. It's
Okay, you know what I want to do?
okay.
Should we show that little video?
Yeah, let's show that little video.
This
Okay.
is local water around Hammerton. I'm gonna it's gonna take me a couple seconds, so just stay.
Okay,
tuned.
yeah. So I mean,
Stay tuned.
you know, the tan one, the green one are gonna work. The black is the go-to color as my starting spot with nymphs.
out
is
here
generally
with
with
nice
black.
guys on our new Outcast boat. Boom, boom. Catching rainbows. Oh, look at him go. I don't know if you can see him still. And then off he goes. Beautiful. Now Curry in the background.
Look at the colors on that thing. Come on, baby. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. All the way up here in beautiful Hammerton.
Get him going head first. And then release the pressure of the line so it's not so tight. There you go. Then you can slide it around. You get a nice big, long, pretty fish. Alright, let's hold him in there and watch him swim away. like a pro. Here we go. We're out here with a beautiful family of 6. Nice, big, fat, giant, 20-inch rainbow trout. We'll get him in the net, and we'll show you this beast. Oh, let's see if we can slide him in here. One hand on the camera. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. Can you guys see how nice and big that fish is? He's like the size of my Oh, I can't even put my hands around him. Oh, beautiful. Beauty. Nice chromer. Put him here with my flipper. Oh.
To catch big fish, hammered it. Look at that beast of a fish. Woo! Big rainbows. Ivy Lake. Off he goes. Woo! It's raining, but the sun is shining over here, baby. Back at you.
Oh, hey, there you go. You had a little taste of what the fishing's like around our neighborhood. So,
Okay, well,
here, maybe move in a little bit. We got the camera's focus for you to be in closer.
okay.
There you go, buddy.
Okay, well, so Friday Night Flies, you guys. We're going to be out fishing next week. You should go fishing next week.
That's right. Give us a call, man.
Give us a call. And most of all, check us out on our new YouTube channel.
That's right.
Things are changing. So,
Well, they're going to be there to see this as it is, so
so obviously you're there.
good things are coming, is what we're saying.
Good things are definitely coming. Well, Friday Night Flies, Scotty Holmes with the guys that tie flies. Until next time, bang!